G'day ladies and gents, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm walking along these rock platforms, chucking small little crankbaits to see if I can razz up a few fish. Got him. Oh, that's a goodie. That's a goodie. The swell's down, the weather looks great. Fingers crossed we can turn a reel. Have a go back! We kick off this adventure on a bright and sunny day down on some low-lying rock platforms. Like most rock fishing trips, my shoe of choice were some neoprene rock booties, which have metal spikes on the underside to cut through the weed and slime and provide some much welcomed grip, particularly where I was planning on standing. I'm thinking I'm going to start off with this here. This is a little Xeric Bulldog crank. Crankbaits are going to be the flavour of the day, but I've got plenty of options. Plenty of little duo numbers as well that might get the call up. I'll see how we go. Something like that, little Rosonti shad. I did like the little, where is it? Little duo realist mid-roller. And also these spearheads, I haven't given them a try. This is that slippery stuff I was talking about. The darker brown stuff in particular will send you skating. See if we can get it here. You got to watch out for the little cracks as well. See how we go. Swell. Usually, it only takes a few casts in each area to determine if there's fish around or not. In this case, the first zone was a bust and a quick move was in order. This is what we call an exposed spot. Likelihood of getting rolled by wave, pretty good. Next ball. Bit of action going on here. Oh, go on. There we go. Finally. It's only a little tucker, but he's having a go. There he is. Oh, almost had me in a rock. All right. Here's a wave to beach him in. There we go. Hey, stay calm. And that's exactly how it happens. That's not a big brim by any stretch, but he still crunched it, and when they do it right at the rocks, they put on a real good account for themselves. They get a lot bigger than that, and I'm looking forward to finding a few bruises. Good to see there's a couple there. I had a good bump before this one, so they do seem to travel in schools as well. That'd be nice, find a school of them. even better. Another quick go while we're here, I think. See if we can go 2 from 2. Oh, there we go. We can go 2 from 2. This guy hasn't done anything yet. Could be a big one. There he is. Nope. Once you find this, oh, that was close. Stop, mate. How close was that? Holding it up to show you guys the goods, and almost paid the price. Let's see if we can get that hook out. Stop. All right, we're free. Little treble's not too bad, but still suck to have them in ya. That's 2 and 2 casts. We might have found a bit of a school here. They're loving that bulldog crank, as is my hand. Just moseyed along, and these guys just come and tap, 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 and then eventually they find the trebles. But we'll get this guy back, get this out of my hand, and we'll go again. See you, mate. That's what I should have been using. Just little stainless forceps. They make the job a whole lot safer. This would probably be time number 100 where wearing sun gloves has saved me from getting a hook in my finger. Yes, I probably could just be more careful, but we all know that's sometimes not the case. Go. There we go, now the treble's looking. They're all good? Oh no, it's back, see if we can go for 3 to 3. Oh no, now as I was saying before, once you find a school, I find they bite a whole lot better. Just the pure competition of not wanting their mates to get a feed before them. So if that's what we've managed to do, good times. Whereas when there's just 1s and 2s, you might get 1 hit out of them, and then that's it. They kind of wise up and go, that's not food. Remember, we're always keeping an eye on that water, watching for that big one that's going to surprise us and ruin our day. This seems to be a strike zone in here as we get nice and close in the foam. Nope.
A few more unrewarded casts over that patch signalled the need for another move.
Right. New spot. This looks like a bit of a get wet spot. Might stand back a touch. Dart out if we need to. Lots of holes in front of me too. Treacherous. Spots like this, it's much easier to get your lure back with the fish on it. So we're just aiming for that. This wave's gonna suck.
As expected, that spot wasn't a great place to stand, so on to the next likely looking area that was hopefully a little drier.
Got him. Oh, that's a goodie. That's a goodie. That's doing big fish things. a nice brim. I can see him sitting out there. We just need a little bit of a wave to wash him up here before we get touched up ourselves. This might be us. Lovely fish. That is a lovely, lovely specimen. Nice silvery brim. Let's see if we can avoid getting pinned again. I might even put the outfit down and do it properly. Oh, he's still fighting me. Have a go at that. Nice little brim. It's probably the biggest one yet. Had a bit of a go. Good fun.
After a quick yarn with some young guns heading out for a flick themselves.
Oh.
I'm running a sort of light setup.
That's alright. So am I.
Yeah.
That's the fun ones.
I pulled the pin on my brim crank and headed back to grab my Luderick or black brim setup and meet up with the mate Drew and the Phantom to see if we could find a few weed eaters and maybe some more crank crunching brim.
Righto, as always, first step is getting a bit of bait for these Luderick, and that's ocean weed and cabbage. But we've had a lot of big swell recently, so finding some that's in good nick is it's a little bit harder than it usually is. Obviously keep an eye on the water while you're doing any of this. These new bits of cabbage would be nice. Ooh, hello. That's what we want. That and the stringy stuff, which is the weed, bullweed, and we're in business. Just need a lot more. I'm gonna pants you with the cabbage.
Hey?
I said I'm gonna pants you with the cabbage.
Yeah, you can go.
We'll see. Yeah, at least the new stuff is green. The new growth. Well, that's a bit of bait sorted. Find some more after we find the fish, I reckon. Just having a very quick side quest. Perfect looking little brim spot up there. Go roll a little spearhead through it. See if there's any takers. Stay there. Look at that. See if that's not getting nailed. Clip a little crank on as well. 2 little cranks make that. There's the lures of choice. Quick brim, then back to ludes. This little gutter looks like prime brim territory, and it shall deliver as such. Look at this.
Drew's just over there having a go. Oh. Got him. Doesn't feel like a big one, but it's a fish nonetheless. Good opener. There he is. Little Brimbo. Oh, mate. That's what cranking brim is all about. It's not a bad little starter. They get a heap bigger. Go back over there and don't tell anyone. See? Oh no! Drew's just doing a bit of manual burling, where you go around and just scuff up a bit of weed, let it wash into this hole. We're going to fish on this side. He just fished out on this rock over here. No luck. I'm still being a brim specialist. Maybe my calling. Where Drew's standing over there is the only time I've been physically washed off the rocks. Got absolutely smoked. It's alright. If you're going to get washed in, that's the spot to do it. Oh, Tez is calling. Potential lude on. Might be the start of the session here. Been waiting for him to move back into this little crack, and thus far not much happening. It's a lude or a brim? Should have bought the net then. Hey?
Couple of taps and he grabbed it.
Yeah, right. How many mates has he got? Hopefully 30. This is why people use nets, because it halves your fight time. Otherwise, these things will just keep on trucking. You'll never get to beach them, you never get to close enough to grab. And this is only a little pup too. There we go. The mighty Luderick. He scoffed it too.
Yeah. Right down the hatch.
Lovely. Phantom making his presence felt.
Nice to catch one here. Look at that.
Hungry bugger too.
What is it?
Oh, what? Is that a dinner fish?
Oh, geez, I don't know. Yes. Maybe. He's big enough, isn't he? Not very big.
Take no prisoners from the Phantom.
Oh, I don't know. Might put
That's
him
alright, have him.
Might put him back. I'll get the hook out.
Oh no, I'm going to catch a brim, then I'm going to join you. Well, Luderick do travel in schools, but I do just want to get a quick, see if there's any more brim in here. Looks primo for a brim boat. But looks can be deceiving. Righto, that's enough brimming. It's time to loot out. Okay. Centrepin, float, fluid rod. Here we go. Oh yeah. Looks like another fish just getting caught there. Drewie's on one. Lovely. We're fishing pretty shallow here, so. Even that might be a bit long, but we'll soon find out. Drew got one?
Yeah.
That's the bait there. I'm going for some cabbage weed. The other lads are using the stringy bullweed. Pretty delicate rigging. Yeah, wouldn't like to be standing out the end there now. Alright. That is a Luderick bait. Is that far enough? Hey? It's past yours. It's past yours. Pardon? Or just float into that rock. Come on, you. Oh, it is. Give him the drag, or has he got you? Weed eating jack. Ah, no good. Says 0, whatever that was, drummer 1. Oh, he's on again, old Drewy. Nice one! Lovely. Jeez, I'm on the only one bloody dragging the chain here. So I'll make a paternoster rig by the sounds. Yeah, right. No floats. Hey?
Who knows? Just a bit of weed floating in there.
Probably more time in the strike zone too. Is that a... Serious? Hey? Maybe I'll put my float down a bit. Oh.
Shark.
Hey?
Shark.
Oh, there's wobbies in here, so I wouldn't laugh. Well, this is interesting, guys, because Tez is fishing a paternoster rig with a split shot on the bottom, and he's been whizzed off. He's landed one and just cast the same area I've been fishing, cast and hooked up almost instantly. So potential rig change coming up.
Got a look at fish this one too.
Yeah, certainly running around a bit. Hey? Have you got good eyes on him yet? Unless it's a little drummer or something. Hey? Yeah. He didn't really even ask the question, did he? He just kind of went. He's a fatty. Whoa! That's a solid one. That's 40s.
Reckon?
Yeah, easy.
Oh yeah. Can't get your hand around it. Oh yeah, it's a solid one, eh? Woo! As they say in the videos, have a go at that.
That's a cracker. I reckon that's 44.
Yeah, no, but if you can't get, I can't get my hand around the front, they're generally up in that 40 range.
Same thing, scoffed it down, and that's the paternoster rig. No floats required. Potential rig change inbound. Get after it. Yes. Oh, finally. Oh, it's got to be the smallest Luderick I've ever seen. Only a puppy. Probably even be a throwback. There you have it, a Luderick. Finally. Been doing a lot of drifts through and finally managed to get one for myself. Hopefully they're coming on the chew. Do you want that? He's pretty small. Yeah. That guy's pretty small. He can go make more Luderick. Send him back here so he doesn't tell his mates.
We don't need those little ones when we got 43cm ones.
Was 43?
Yeah.
Goodie. And just like that.
Oh, there you go, they're coming off.
That was the perfect drift too. No, not near that rock. Hopefully they're starting to move into this little channel here now. This guy feels like a better fish, but he hasn't played up yet. Oh, it's a brim. That's why. It's a brimbo. A weed thief. And lovely brim too. The old yellowfin wannabe Luderick brim. Look at that, lovely fish. Not the target species though.
That brim spelt the end of our Luderick session as the vermin, in the form of butter brim, moved in and no other good fish were caught.
What was it, bloody butter brim or something? Bastard.
Well picked.
That's not the target species at all. Butter brim. Scoffed it too.
But don't you worry, the best part of the trip was still to come. A few days later we headed home from our trip, but not before stopping in for a couple of nights stay at the in-laws' place on the coast. Of course, that meant one more sneaky fish, so I headed down the rocks with my tailor rod and a box of lures to see if I could find us all a few choppers for dinner. However, how that spur of the moment session unfolded is something I never expected. On the way out, I bumped into a lovely bloke, Ollie, and his son, having a bit of fun on the rocks. After a quick yarn and a photo, we said our goodbyes and I set about rigging for a cast, which would have looked something like this. As is always the case, I didn't have my cameras set up yet. Anyway, I was using my old faithful Duo 170 Ghost Minnow, and third cast in, it got absolutely smoked by a really solid fish. Now, I still didn't have my cameras on, but as luck would have it, Ollie had stuck around to watch and snapped a few shots of the hookup in action. After the first few minutes, I knew the fish wasn't a tailor, but more likely a mac or longtail tuna. It took some long, powerful runs that required me to free spool on multiple occasions as it ran around the rocks to the left and right of me. A few more heart and mouth minutes later, and I managed to work the fish into the crevice in front of me, where Ollie took this video. It was a bloody Spanish mackerel, and a nice one at that. I washed it up the back of the crevice into a rock pool, and Ollie, the legend, dashed down and grabbed it while I held it in place from up high. As you can imagine, the relief and pure stoke was very high.
Well, wasn't expecting this third cast. The old tailor setup. Ghost minnow.
It's
almost there.
That is solid.
Big old Spanish mackerel off the rocks. Doesn't get too much better than that.
What kind of fish?
It's a mackerel.
Spanish mackerel, you said?
Yeah, that's the one, yep.
Yeah, I'll get a photo on this too. Yeah, I'm going to take him home to eat this one.
Look at the teeth
It's
on
a
it.
yummy one.
Oh,
And
that's
he's
how
cut
easy it
in
was,
your
right?
hand.
Oh, straightened hooks too.
go. Mackie's off the rocks. Certainly not disappointed about that in the slightest. Would have been even better if I had the cameras rolling. They were in the bag, they were ready to rock and roll. Just got a bit excited and paid the price. But oh well, you guys get the message. I got it. Now, got to get a bit of a weight on this guy. I haven't caught a mackerel off the rocks in a long time. Zero out. Try not to drop it on myself. Don't know if you can see that. .62. That is a cracking fish on tailor gear. Take that every day of the week. And arguably a lot better eating than the old tailor as well. So guys, if you're watching with the beer, cheers to you. Shout out to Lick Legends for keeping us stocked. Righto, let's chop her up. And there you have it. Bit more meat on one of them than a tailor. How good. Thanks very much for watching, guys. Really hope you enjoyed the video. If you've made it this far, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also, if you'd like to support the channel, you can do so by heading to my website, sammyhitzkefishing.com, and grabbing yourself some merch. We've got hats, we've got shirts, we've got de-hookers, we've got trolling rigs, we've got deep drop rigs, a whole stack of stuff there. So head over and see if there's anything that tickles your fancy, guys. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Really hope you enjoyed it. Hope you're all safe and well and catching a few fish yourself. And I'll catch you next week for another Sammy Hitzke fishing adventure. Cheers. Okay. Centerpin, float, lude rod. Here we go.